name is Luke Holcomb. I'm the Marketing and Enrollment Manager here at Apparatus Contractor Services, and we're going over the 50 rules of bookkeeping that you learn too late. Today's topic is do not put your sales and accounts receivable and call it accrual-based accounting. In this video, we're going to go over the difference between accrual basis and cash basis a little bit. But really, we're going to talk about why you can't book your sales into accounts receivable if you're doing accrual-based accounting. So, true story, I ran into someone the other day who wanted to do accrual-based accounting so they could put their sales in accounts receivable. Now, this doesn't work. The reason they were trying to do that is because they wanted to make their numbers look better than they actually are to get a loan. I don't think they meant anything malicious by it, but what they were trying to do is technically illegal. If you think about this logically, I think it's going to make a lot of sense. If you have your sales in accounts receivable, you don't have any expenses to put in accounts payable to back up to that. So it really throws off the picture of your books. Now, if you're using GAAP standards, which means generally accepted accounting principles, and that's what you should be using, you can't put anything in accounts receivable unless the ownership or the product has transferred into the customer's control. So if you're making widgets, that means that the customer's received the widget and is using it, and then you can book what they owe you for that widget into accounts receivable. In construction, it would have to be that you've completed a project for someone and then you've billed them for it, or you have part of the bill is outstanding after you've completed the project, and that can go in accounts receivable, and that's acceptable. So most construction companies probably are going to do better working off of a cash basis anyways. So this isn't something you really should have to worry about, but it's important. If you were to do this, if you were to say you're doing accrual-based accounting, if you were to book all your sales into accounts receivable before you transferred ownership of those products to the client, and you were able to use that report to get a loan, it's called fraud. You can look that up. At Apparatus, if someone wants to do something like this, where they're wanting to implement some accrual-based accounting practices, what we do is be very clear about when they can book these things to accounts receivable. Now, this slight confusion, I think, really underscores the need to have someone who really knows what they're doing handling your books for you. A couple missteps here and there, and you can really get yourself into trouble. Now, we don't want that for you. I know you don't want that for you. So if you don't have someone that is really overseeing your set of books that has a high competency level in construction accounting, I would recommend finding that person. It could be a CPA that reviews what your bookkeeper's doing. Obviously, I would consider the gold standard using a service like ours, just because this is what we do every day. We're very knowledgeable about it, and we are really consistent about providing a good product to our clients and teaching them how to use it. So I hope that this is now one of the 50 rules of bookkeeping that you won't have to learn too late. Please watch the rest of the videos. We're trying to get as much of this out there so people don't make these common errors. Look forward to seeing you next time.